Okay, Murph, as you can see, we have a hurdle set up. So we've worked a lot on distance control now, up until this point, working on technique. Now we're going to work on the trajectory control. So we've got you using the sole of the club more, we've got you using the loft of the club to generate some spin. Now we are going to focus a little bit more on the trajectory control. How do we get that shot that we need to go up higher and land soft? Mini flop shot. Okay? So, my wedge, which is laying on the ground over here. Okay. So we work a little bit on taking that right wrist and keeping it fairly wide. Okay. We can do that as well on this higher shot. So I want you to go ahead and set up to this golf ball. Okay. We're going to set up wide. Take a wider stance. Double what you were doing before. Take that, keep going wider. Okay. I see you've added loft to that club. Okay. So taking that width, but take the same swing that we just did a second ago, and go ahead and take a swing at that ball. Good. Okay. There's a little trick I like doing on these higher, softer shots, and it's the same backswing that you were doing before. But effectively, when that right elbow comes down to that right hip, I want that elbow to stay there so that right hand can release underneath the golf ball. See what I mean? It comes in here and it almost stops, so you get a sliding motion. You almost accelerate that club with the right hand underneath the ball. Okay. Underneath the ball, not into the ball. Do a couple practice swings. Good. Do you feel that right hand really slide that club underneath it? Really good. Okay. See what happens when you hit the ball now. Okay, that was probably a little too much wrist on the way back. Making you throw that club more down into the ball. Okay? So we're going to keep that. Right angle. We're just going to increase it maybe just a little bit on the way back, and then slide the sole of the club underneath the golf ball on the way down. Nicely done. See how the ball just stopped?
Yeah.
That's fun. So you got that ball probably about 10 to 12 feet in the air, and the ball stopped within 2 feet. Are you opening your stance up at all here? Getting maybe just a little bit more open than normal?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay. So there's a difference between throwing that club into the ground, throwing that club into the ball, and sliding it in under. Okay, there's a big difference. If I want to slide the club underneath, I have to come actually just a little bit shallower.
More around my body.
Around your body, exactly. Not so vertical and then down.
Right.
A little bit more around your body. There we go. That ball actually landed and actually had backspin enough to where it didn't even go forward.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, if I tried to do that, I'd probably play the ball, but yeah, that was really impressive. Well done, Murph.
I think that tip about swinging more around my body is really helpful.
That's an incredible amount of spin. You're going to have to teach me that here pretty soon. There we go. Look at that thing dance. I don't know how you do that.
I'm a good teacher.
Oh, thank you. Good student. Oh, that is fun. And at no point have you threatened that noodle at all. You've cleared that thing every single time and had that ball stop immediately. So that's something you can, I mean, anywhere you go on this golf course, you can use that. And this technique, you could take this technique and you can go into the rough and use the same technique in the rough. Probably going to hit the ball a little higher in the air because you'll get a little bit more underneath it.
Right.
And obviously not going to impart too much spin on it, but still, that ball's going to stop on the time.
Right.
And there's a lot of places on this golf course where this can come in handy. Number 3, being off to the right, below the green, that pin's on the left. You need that ball to stop quickly.
Yeah.
This is the technique you use for that. Number 8, that lower bowl.
Absolutely.
Or if it's back left up there on that little shelf, you need
Yeah.
that ball to stop quickly.
Yeah.
Right? This is a good technique for that. So there's a lot of places on the course that you can take this out. And one of these days, when we get onto the golf course for our on-course lesson, we're going to do this. We're going to put you in situations around these greens and have you hit these different shots.
Right.
The lower one will spin, the higher one will spin, the lower one that runs out a little bit. We're going to put you into these situations. So your practice with this is to put yourself in the situations out here around this green. This is a great practice green for this. Even if you go over on practice green over here, if you go over the bottom, place right over there, you go over the under that way. That's where you'll learn each other. So when you're up here practicing, don't just sit here and hit the same shot over and over, or same shot with the 3 different flags out here. Work your way around the green. Now, one of Graham McDowell's favorite drills is he'll put 10 balls around the green, all in different spots, and he'll have to get up and down from each single one before he can stop. So he'll chip and do the putt around the green because he's practicing every single lie that we have out here. He's practicing. Not that he's out here, but if he was, he'd be practicing out here. So the more you can do the situational stuff out here, the better. Now that you're getting the technique down, it's comfortable, you're getting distance control down, now we can start practicing with more situations. And once you get that down, then you're going to be an all-star. Not that you already aren't. So the technique, just a quick rundown of the technique again, it's less wrist on the way back. Kind of limiting the amount of right hand that you put into the golf ball.
Absolutely.
That's something that you talked about at the beginning, with his hands being in the cast. Right now we're just